social media apps are abundant in our lives for the adults, but especially for those teens as well. They're using all the Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all that sort of stuff. And this can lead to some dangers. David Greene from Greene and Phillips is here to tell us more about it. David, great to see you.
Great to have you over.
All right, so especially during this coronavirus pandemic, kids home from school, all that sort of stuff, they're on those apps all the time. What can we tell the folks at home about the safety?
Well, I tell you, it's very important to make sure you monitor what your child is doing. We have a 12-year-old little guy, and he has been on the internet a lot because he's been online classes and some other things. And it's just very important to make sure you monitor their time, make sure you put in the parental blocks that can block YouTube and some of the other things that you don't want your child to be looking at, or you don't want to put your child in a situation where a predator is coming after your child.
Yeah, so we've done some segments relative to this before on Studio 10. Seems like we're doing them more and more. How big is this problem?
You know, I think it's a very big problem. And I think especially because you have children right now that are online so much because of the pandemic. We haven't had school since what, March? And so everyone's been online, and now my college student is now online all the time. I'm not really that concerned about him, but maybe my daughter and my younger child as well. So everybody's online. There's a lot more computer time and a lot more opportunity for predators to chase your child. And if you don't think that they're after you, they are. They're after your children, and we need to make sure we protect them.
Well, the next question we were going to ask is, at what age should you start having these conversations with your kids? But I know for a fact that my 6-year-old is on tablets playing games, and sometimes they're the type of games where someone can come in and join them, and they don't know who they are.
Absolutely. There are so many of those games out there, you know, all the Fortnites and the different games where folks are involved. You've got friends that are coming in and doing different things. That is very important to make sure you're monitoring what they're doing. It's so easy, though, because it's such a nice babysitter, okay? You know, you think, well, okay, he's up there, he's in his room, he's safe, he's in our house, but who's he talking to?
Right.
Who is she talking to? We need to make sure we check their history. It's very easy to do. Check the history on the computer, see where they're going, and then block those sites that could potentially harm them.
And then lastly, as a legal perspective, what is the legal responsibility of parents? Can they be held liable for anything that happens under these circumstances?
Well, probably not, but you want to make sure you protect them, and you want to make sure that you're keeping them away from harm's way. Our duty is to raise them up as we should and send them on, and we want to be careful with that. And so there's some responsibilities, social responsibilities, but generally watching for predators and watching their history is one of the most important things you can do to safeguard your child.
All right, sounds good. If folks have any questions at home, how can they contact y'all at Greene and Phillips?
It's very simply 300-2000 or come by 51 North Florida Street. You never need an appointment at Greene and Phillips.
All right, thanks a lot, David. We appreciate it.
Thanks for coming.
Stay safe on those apps, y'all.